Hello guys, good evening all.
Hi, Shaik. Good
Uh,
evening. Good evening.
yeah, thank you guys for confirming. Welcome to the data engineering with the Google Cloud platform. So let us try to understand what are the topics. Actually, this is going to be let me try to explain what is actually the data engineering. Okay. So the agenda of the today's topic is what is actually the data engineering and the role of a data engineer. If I become a data engineer or if I wanted to become a data engineer, as a data engineer, what he actually works on, what are the skills required to become a data engineer. Let us try to focus on that today and let us try to understand first of all what is actually the data engineering is. And then we are learning the data engineering with one of the cloud platform, that is Google Cloud. And I'm going to explain you what is actually the Google Cloud platform is. And when it comes to the data engineering, what are the key services and tools that we are going to learn in the Google Cloud platform with the data engineering? And what are the benefits of using the GCP for data engineering as well? We are going to learn one by one. So let me start with what is actually the data engineering is. Okay, so try to understand this topic. So first of all, if you go like 10 years before, what it used to be like. So you maybe if you wanted to, order some food, you do not have such kind of applications at all. Or you wanted to book a cab ride, you do not have such kind of applications at that time. See, what we wanted to do at that time, the number of applications were limited. But now today, whenever we wanted to do something, we are trying to interact with an application, right? So if we are trying to interact with an application, there will be a data generated at applications end. Okay, so there is a always there is a plenty of applications are there. There are plenty of the people are trying to interact with each and every application every second. And 10 years before, the trend was not like this. So the data generated at applications, the data generated at web services, the data stored at databases. So you have a plenty of the data that is coming from multiple data sources, right? So the data may comes from the databases. The database is nothing but the one which supporting the application. So right, so you are storing your data in the databases, or the data that comes from the applications or web services. You have an application, the data you are getting from the applications, or you have a web service, that is you are getting from that web service, or you have some file format, right? So for example, if you go to some medical firms or some production firms, they are trying to enter the data in the form of a file formats, right? So what you actually has to do, you have to get the data and try to analyze the data, that also. So you get a data in the form of a databases, or you get a data in the form of an applications, or you get a data from the file formats, or the data is also generated at sensor devices such as IoT devices, Internet of Things. So you have a multiple data sources. The data may come from databases, the data may come from applications. There is a business, each and every business, the data is generated for each and everywhere, and it may be having a data at databases. That business may have an application. That business may comprise a few file formats or files which are stored in different file formats, are the data that is coming from sensor devices. So what is data engineering, sir? So data engineering is that we have a multiple data sources. The first step of the data engineering is we try to store the data in a secured and scalable platform. That is nothing but a data lake, or some people call it as a staging area as well. So you get a data from multiple data sources and you need to store it in one location. Okay, we need to store it in one location. So why do we need to store it in one location? Right? For each and every business, they wanted to analyze the data. If they wanted to analyze the data, they first need the data to be in one central platform. That is nothing but a data lake. A data lake is a centralized large repository to store any amount of data, any number of files, any file format, and it is a secured and scalable platform. Okay, so you get the data from multiple data sources, you put it in one location where you actually wanted to do some other processing. Okay, so that's why, because the databases may be in some other location, the applications are running in some other servers, the file formats you are getting from some other country itself, the IoT devices are running in India. So plenty of these data sources may available in different locations, and you get the data from different locations and different applications are different sources, and you try to store it in one location, and that location I'm calling as the staging area, or that location I'm calling as a data lake, because we are going to store this entire data in one location for further processing purpose. And what for the processing, sir? See, the business wanted to understand this data, and the business wanted to analyze this data, and the business wanted to get some insights from this data, and the business wanted to take a decisions based on this proper insights. Okay, so whenever the business wanted to take some decision, they try to understand the data. They try to analyze the data. If you wanted to try to analyze the data has to be properly in one format. Okay, but you get the data from data sources, you get the data from applications, you get the data from files or IoT devices, you store it in one location, that is fine. But do you think that the data what we have got is in directly usable or analyzed format? Whatever the data that I got from the sources and stored in the data lake, is it readily available for analysis? No, because it could be having some duplicates, it could be having some null values, it it needs some kind of a value to be added to the data to analyze it properly, or the format may be different, or different problems may occur. So the data, it is not the data is in one location, but that's not enough. We need to do some kind of a processing so that we will be able to add some value to our data, right? Adding the value may have converting the format, maybe removing the duplicates, maybe removing the null values, maybe doing some kind of a transformations, maybe doing some kind of a pre-processing activities, right? So here is a place where we are doing such things, and I am calling it as a data processing activities. And sir, why we are doing the data processing activities, sir? Sir, we are doing the data processing activities because whatever the data that I have got from multiple data sources is may not be in a usable format for me, so I need a pre-processing on the data. Right, once I do the pre-processing, I create a data pipelines for doing it. I don't want it to do it manually. I try to schedule it, I try to automate it, I try to use a Spark environment, I try to use a Apache Beam, I try to create a DAX. So there are plenty of options for us to do the data processing. And once I got the data from storage location, and once I do this data processing, I wanted to send this data to some other layer, which is where we are going to store our entire enterprise data in one location. That is what I'm calling as a data warehouse. What is a data warehouse, sir? A data warehouse is a centralized large repository where we are going to actually store our entire enterprise data. Okay, so we try to store here the entire enterprise data in one location, and here these data warehouses are comes up with a built-in query engine. That query engine is capable of running SQL queries, and here we are going to use a simple database language called SQL to analyze the data so that I'll be able to come up with some insights. Okay, so what is a data warehouse, sir? A data warehouse where we can able to collect the data. A data warehouse is where we try to store the data, where we are going to transform the data, where we are going to analyze the data. So storing, it comes up with the storage options. Analyzing or transforming, it comes up with a built-in query engine as well as a SQL language. So we try to use the SQL language with a built-in query engine. We analyze the data and transform the data. So that's what is a data warehouse. Okay, so data warehouse, an entire enterprise data. We are going to store it here, and it comes up with a built-in query engine to transform and analyze the data, and it is scalable and secured platform, and we can also control the access to the data in one platform itself. Right. So we analyze the data, but the data is still in the format of tabular. Okay, I have analyzed the data, I come up with the business insights, and that insight still in the form of a table. But no one wanted to see the data in the form of a table. That's fine. We come up with the proper analysis, and that analysis in the data warehouse I kept, and that actually represents the data in the form of a table only. When I say a table, it will be having a columns and rows. So that means, so no one wanted to. The business could not directly understand by looking at the table, because the table may be having a plenty of columns, plenty of rows. So by looking at the data itself, they will not be able to understand the data, understand the full analysis on the data or full insights from the data. Okay, they may get some insights, but that's not a full-fledged one. So that's where BI engineers come into the picture. What the BI engineers do, sir? So we are creating an analysis in the form of a tabular format, but the BI people try to take this analysis report in the form of a table, and they try to create some metrics, which shows charts, bar charts, this one, dashboards, whatever it is. So BI people are trying to create a dashboards on top of our analysis reports, and which will be very useful for the business decision makers. By looking at the chart itself or by looking at the dashboard itself, they'll be able to get a proper insight in a minute or so, in a minute or few minutes. So that's what the BA engineers do. Okay, so whatever the data analysis we have done, that data analysis will be in the form of a tabular only, and we try to do the BI engineers try to get this data from us, and they try to create a dashboards on top of it. And then, sir, there will be machine learning people. They try to create a machine learning models as well. There will be a data scientist people, data scientist team, and they are also trying to get so far we analyze the historical data, and we come up with a customer behavior of the historical customer behavior. But sir, by understanding this data scientist team, they come up with the future trends as well. They will also try to understand the future trend from this historical trend. So that is also a data scientist team. And there is a one more, business groups are there. What the business group will do, they try to analyze this data and they take a proper decision from here itself. Okay, BI, ML, DS, business groups, all these are the downstream people for us. And database team, application team, file format team, IoT team, these are all our data source team. Okay, nothing but an upstream team. And what we are, sir, we are focusing on the data lake, creating a centralized large repository for storing any type of a data. That means we are building the data lake, and we are building the data processing systems, we are building the data warehouse. And not only that, we also ensure the data is accurate throughout the platform. That is with help of the data governance and monitoring. Okay, we try to create a pipeline which will be running in a scheduled automated manner, so that which will be taking care the data from the multiple data sources, and they try to show it in the form of a tabular format for my downstream people as per their needs. And throughout this process, I also ensure that my data, whatever the data that I'm getting from the source, is same data that I'm sending it to the destination. By cleaning the data, by properly preparing the data, by adding some value to the data, by transforming and analyzing this data. So that's where the data governance team or a monitoring team, what they try to do, they ensure the security throughout this platform. And they say that whatever the data that we got, it proper. Okay, so this is what is a data engineering, sir. A data engineering is as similar to your civil engineering, sir. If you wanted to understand, think about the civil engineering. What do civil engineer people do? So if they wanted to, their main end product is constructing a house with the proper colors. Our end product is analyzing the data with the proper metrics. Okay, so in the civil engineering, if they wanted to construct a home, they need a raw material. The raw material could be a water, the raw material could be cement or sand or bricks or some other machinery. Okay, all of those things are may not be available in one location. One location may have cement, the other location I have to go and find the machinery, and the some other location I may have to go and find the sand. In some other location I have to go and get the bricks, and I try to get all of those things and put it in a one location where I'm constructing the home. Near to the place where I'm constructing the home, I put it in everything. But I directly use those the raw material to construct a home? No, because I need to do some kind of a processing. Because I can't directly use the bricks to construct a wall. Because I need a mixture, which is a mixture of a sand with the cement as well as water, so that that mixture will be very useful for useful, and it acts as a glue and to construct a wall. So I use this mixture and the bricks to construct a wall. So that's what I'm calling as a data processing. And then I construct a home. That's what is my data warehouse. And finally, I don't want it to see a house without colors. So I add some colors to that, so that whenever someone sees it, it's easily and it looks beautiful and cosmetically good. So that is what is a BI, ML, DS, and business groups try to do. So very similar to our civil engineering, and this is what is our data engineering, guys. Okay, in a data engineering, we try to come up with a proper data analysis by getting the data from multiple data sources, and we try to use these plenty of other tools as well. I have not naming the tools names of the tools so far. This is just a generic terms. And next, you can see here, data engineering is a process of collecting, organizing, preparing large amounts of the data so that it can be easily used and analyzed. Okay, what is data engineering, sir? A data engineering is a process of collecting, organizing, preparing the large amounts of the data so that we can able to analyze it. And it involves designing and building the systems and infrastructure that allows data to be captured, stored, processed, and accessed efficiently. This is what we have just discussed so far. And now, what is the role of a data engineer, sir? Data collection, nothing but a data acquisition. We try to collect the data. We focus on data storage and data management. We focus on data processing every day. We focus on ensuring the quality of the data and it is accurate throughout all the platforms. And system integration is must to automate all the platforms, because we don't want it to manually do it. First time we wanted to do it manually, but next time we automate it wherever it is possible. And then performance optimization. If something taking a lot of time, or if some pipeline taking a lot of time, if pipeline is facing a lot of problems, we try to optimize that pipeline, or we try to optimize the code or a query, whatever it is. And finally, monitoring and maintenance. We need to monitor our pipelines and we need to maintain our entire tools properly with upgrades and version changes and all of those things. So this is what is the role of a data engineer. So data engineer work on data acquisition, data storage and management. When I say management, data access control, everything comes into the picture. Data processing, data quality and governance, system integration, performance optimization, and monitoring and maintenance. Right? So this is what is a data engineer do throughout his time. Okay. And so far, so good, sir. Now I got to know that this is what the data engineer do, and it becomes everything move into the nowadays. All whatever the tools they are using, everything is moved to the cloud. And each and every company is trying to use the cloud. And some of the leading cloud providers are there, like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. And we are going to focus on the Google Cloud Platform because it is emerging and it has a plenty of the properties, and the growth rate for the Google Cloud Platform is phenomenal. So for that one, I'm going to do, I'm going to teach the data engineering with the Google Cloud Platform. And Google Cloud Platform is like any other cloud, like AWS and Azure. And AWS provides you the cloud computing services, Azure provides you the cloud computing services. AWS, Azure, GCP are the three leading cloud providers in the market, and they almost take the 90 more than 90% of the market in terms of a cloud computing. You have some other clouds are like Oracle, IBM, some other clouds are also there, but these are the leading cloud providers who take almost the entire market. Okay, and nowadays the Google Cloud Platform is emerging, and it has a plenty of. It comparatively it provides you the services cost effective. So that's the reason that's the reason most of the companies are trying to use the Google Cloud Platform. Having said that, if there is a plenty of the people who are if there are plenty of opportunities are there, but the manpower for the Google Cloud Platform is very less. There are very less people who actually skilled and who actually ready to take up the challenges in the Google Cloud Platform data engineer. In terms of a DevOps or in terms of a data engineer also, Google has providing you, GCP has providing you plenty of opportunities, but the manpower is very less. And the main aim of this course is to make you skilled in the Google Cloud Platform as a data engineer, and you can able to go and get those opportunities and take over. And in next few years, there is a one more important trend is also coming, that is multi-cloud technology. And so far, on-premises to cloud, cloud to multi-cloud. And Google plays a major role in terms of a big data analysis. Comparatively, AWS and Azure, that big data is very famous in GCP. AWS is actually very famous for machine learning, and Azure is very famous for the CI/CD. GCP is very famous for the big data. Okay, so in next few years, people are going to be working in multi-cloud technologies. Like if there are 5 tools, one tool is from Google Cloud, one tool is from AWS, one tool is from Azure. In that way, also, it's very important for us to gain some skills on the Google Cloud platform. The main aim of this course is going to be make you certified as well as gain the project related experience for this particular GCP data engineer role. Okay, here we are going to teach the Google Cloud Platform with the data engineer, and this is mainly responsible for this is mainly focused towards the data engineering. If you wanted to do the certification, or if you wanted to go for a data engineer job with the Google Cloud Platform, this will really help you. Okay, so that is what is a Google Cloud Platform as a data engineer. So let me start what is actually the data engineer, Google Cloud Platform is. Okay, so the Google Cloud Platform, I'm going to tell you in next 10 minutes what is a Google Cloud Platform and what are the services that we are going to discuss. And after that, and I'm gonna tell you when is our next course is going to start, because I'm just giving you a some hint on what is our course content and everything. And if you are interested, you can actually join our main batch, which is going to be starting from next Wednesday onwards. Okay, morning session. So if you are interested, you can able to join. So let me try to explain what is a Google Cloud Platform is. A Google Cloud Platform, as I told you, very similar to the AWS and Azure. A GCP is a suite of cloud computing services provided by the Google that offers range of products and solutions to help organizations build, deploy, scale applications and services in the cloud. Whatever the activity that you do in the software world. Okay, either you talk about preparing a code or maintaining the source code, nothing but a source code management, or doing a version control systems, or doing the making a build server, or a deployment server, or running some queries on a databases or a data warehouses, are storing some object data, are storing some analyzed data, are storing some NoSQL data, or you wanted to do some kind of a machine learning, or you wanted to build and deploy an application, or you wanted to scale your application. Whatever the activity do that you do in the software world, that can be done in the Google Cloud Platform. That's what the Google Cloud Platform said. Whatever you do in the software world, you can able to do in the Google Cloud Platform with the managed services. Either you wanted to go for a fully managed services or a serverless platforms. No. You wanted to just want an infrastructure to make all of these things. Google Cloud Platform provides you three variety of the services. Okay, one is infrastructure as a service. Next one is platform as a service. The third one is software as a service. And I actually personally categorize these services into like this: virtual machine based services, VM based services. So Google Cloud Platform provides you three varieties of the services. One is VM based services. I actually have a slide, 1 minute. So in the next, in our actual class, I'm going to talk about why we need a cloud and all of those things. In that, you will be actually learning why actually we need. Okay, so Google Cloud Platform provides you these three varieties of the services. Okay, so what is this one? Let me try to explain, and we will go back to the what is Google Cloud Platform. So when you are actually working in on-premises, you as a person or you as a team, you as a company, you as an organization has to manage the physical infrastructure. What is meant by physical infrastructures are servers, hardware, storage, networking, all of those things. You have to manually buy them. You have to manually plug in them. You have to manually connect them, and you have to manually ready them. So that is what is nothing but a managing the physical infrastructure. If you need some virtual machines, you have to manage your own virtual machines. The company has to manage all this. And if you wanted to have one application server, you have to manage that application server. And after that, you wanted to develop one solution and deploy one solution. In an on-premises, you have to focus on all these four things. Okay, so in on-premises, you go to the hardware shop, you buy all of those things. First thing, that is nothing but a physical infrastructure. People call it as a data center. Okay, so they manually buy it and they put it in a data center, they manage it. And after that, they try to create servers on top of it, nothing but virtual machines and application servers. And after that, they try to develop a solution on top of that particular services, right? So that is what is an on-premises. You have a data center and you manage everything on top of the data center. But who manages the data center? Your company manages the data center. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry. So in on-premises, you have to manage your physical infrastructure, manage your virtual machines, managing the application service, and develop the solution on top of your managed application service, right? But when you go to the cloud, you have three options: VM-based services, managed services, serverless services. What is actually the cloud doing to me? Okay, if someone is having a doubt, you can understand this point, right? When you go to the managed services or when you go to the virtual machine based services, you don't need to manage your physical infrastructure. Okay, you don't need to manage the physical infrastructure. That means you don't need to buy anything, you don't need to plug in anything, you don't need to manage something. Data center 24/7 electricity, 24/7 cooling, all of those things you don't need it. Okay, so all of those things the cloud platform is going to take in care. You can just build a virtual machines on top of it, prepare your application server, develop your solution. Okay, so when it comes to the VM based services, you have only three to manage: But when you go to the managed services, you don't need to manage the physical infrastructure. You don't need to manage the virtual machines. You just focus on the application as well as your solution development. Okay, this is what the cloud, second option in the cloud, doing to you. And the serverless is, the name itself is saying that there's nothing to be managed, there is nothing to be managed as a server in the Google Cloud platform. Everything will be taken care by the cloud provider. You will be focusing on just developing the solution. So here you manage the two. Here you just focus on your development. Sorry. So that's what the cloud platform says, that instead of focusing on the infrastructure, instead of maintaining your own infrastructure, you leave it to us. We will take care of the infrastructure on behalf of you. You can just focus on your development because you are a developer, you focus on the development. We will take care of the infrastructure. So that's what the cloud providers say. Okay, so they provide you three variety of the or three category of the services, such as virtual machine based services, managed services, serverless services, right? So this is got is a cloud platform providing. It's a very interesting, and you may not be appreciating this thing, but maybe actually if you are actually working in a data centers, you are working in a product based companies, you actually appreciate this thing, because we came to a situation where we just focus on the development instead of maintaining the infrastructure. Okay, maintaining the infrastructure is a very heavy as well as very time taking, effort required, as well as lot of money involved. Those are all the things the company don't want it to spare. That's where most of the companies are moving from the on premises to cloud. Okay, almost 70% plus companies are already moved to the cloud, and rest will become. Now the trend is not just cloud, the trend is going to the multi-cloud. Okay, by the time we need to learn or we need to be skilled in at least one platform, which actually will help us to work in the multi-cloud. Okay, so that is what is the aim of this course. And I'm going to go back to my Google Cloud platforms. Yeah, so this is what is a Google Cloud platform, sir. Google Cloud platform in the software world, whatever you wanted to do, all of those things can be done with the help of the services or with the help of the cloud computing services that the Google Cloud platform provided you. Either you build an application or deploy an application. You wanted to scale an application, or you wanted to store some data. You wanted to take care of the networking. You wanted to take care of the machine learning. Everything can be provided by the Google Cloud platform as a pay as a service model, pay as you go model. Okay, so that is what is a Google Cloud platform, guys. It's a suite of cloud computing services provided by the Google that offers wide range of products and solutions to help organizations build, deploy, scale applications and services in the cloud. Okay, sir, what are those services? Can you name me, or can you categorize those services, sir? If you ask me, GCP suite is here, sir. GCP provides you the category of services like compute services, IAM services, management services, networking services, big data services, storage and database services, machine learning services. When you go to the compute, you have more than five compute options. When you go to the IAM, you have a plenty of service IAM options, management tools, networking some services. You wanted to create some VPC, you need not to go anywhere. You can come to the networking option like VPC, virtual private network, DNS, all of those things. Big data. You have a plenty of the data you wanted to manage and analyze. You have your tools here in the Google Cloud platform. You have a plenty of the data, and you wanted an application to support the data and support that particular application. And you have a databases created, operational databases. And you wanted to build your own machine learning application or machine learning model, but you don't want it to manage the infrastructure for that. That's where the machine learning is. And it is serverless. and there's a plenty of other options are also there in the machine learning. So this is what is a GCP suite. In the GCP suite, you have a compute options, you have a IAM options, you have a management tools, you have a networking features, you have a big data tools, you have a storage and database services, machine learning services. So these variety of the services that the GCP is providing us, guys. I'm telling you. And what are the things that we are going to learn in our focus what are the services that we are going to focus on our upcoming sessions? So this is where I am going to tell you the course curriculum and what are the services that mainly we are going to focus on, and what is our main agenda of this course. Okay, so when it comes to the GCP, we are going to learn from Google overview, why we need a cloud, and the difference between the on-premises and cloud. What is Google Cloud Platform? Introduction to it, why we learn GCP, opportunities, and service overview. GCP interfaces such as console, Cloud Shell, SDKs, and console walkthrough. GCP locations, regions, zones, and what is the importance between the importance of the regions and zones. IAM, identities, roles, resource hierarchy, importance, networking basics like virtual private network, firewalls, load balancing. So these are all the tools. These are all the basic concepts related to the Google Cloud Platform that we are going to start first. We're going to be taking almost like 7 to 8 days. We are going to focus on GCP and basic concepts like all of these things. Okay, we must learn these basic concepts. Okay, because how do I work with the Google Cloud Platform? If you don't know the GCP interfaces like console and shell, it's very hard for us to understand the GCP data engineers, GCP data tools. And if you don't understand the GCP locations, you don't know where to deploy your application. If you don't understand the IAM and admin, you don't know whom you wanted to provide the data access, or whom you wanted to or how do you wanted to control your access to your data. And you will be understanding and the roles, importance of the roles as well there. And again, networking, all of these things first we are going to focus on like 7 to 8 days. And I will also tell you how to create a free tier account. Sir, all of these things we are learning, that's well and good, but where are we going to practice all of these things, sir? I'm going to tell you free tier account, how to create a free tier account just with 2 rupees. Okay, just with 2 rupees, I'm going to tell you how to create a free tier account. With the help of that, you can able to practice whatever the things you wanted to do it for next 90 days with the $300 free credits. Okay, that I'm going to tell you. And what are the data engineering tools that we are covering in the session, sir? We are going to see what is a cloud storage and how to work with the cloud storage. A cloud storage is acting as a data lake. It is a centralized large repository to store your entire any kind of a data, any amount of data. All of those things we are going to learn in the Google Cloud Storage. How to create a bucket, how to store the data, how to access the data, control the access to your buckets as well as objects. Everything we are going to store. And we are going to learn in the cloud storage. The next one is Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner. Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner are the RDBMS solutions available in the GCP. Sir, I have an application that I want one database to be managed or supporting that particular application. You can use Cloud SQL or Cloud Spanner. Sir, I want MySQL. You can go to the Cloud SQL MySQL. I want a SQL Server. You can go to the Cloud SQL SQL Server. So Cloud SQL and Cloud Spanner are the RDBMS solutions available in the GCP. You have a BigQuery for data warehouse solution purpose. You have a big table for NoSQL databases. You have a Dataproc, Dataflow, Data Fusion, as well as Airflow. Dataproc, Dataflow, Data Fusion, and Airflow are the data processing tools in the GCP. Okay, if you wanted to learn the data processing, you are going to learn the Dataproc, Dataflow, Data Fusion, and Airflow. PubSub and DataStream for the streaming data purpose. We are also learning those things. And cloud functions, IAM, DMS, data migration services, data transfer services, scheduler. So all of these data engineering tools that we are going to focus on in this particular course, and this is almost 16 plus or almost close to 20 services we are going to learn in GCP. Okay, we are going to learn the data engineering related 20 services in the Google Cloud platform, and here is the list. Okay, course details. The course is going to be for the next 40 days, 40 plus days, daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday, and delivery online live sessions. Add-ons, you will be having a video recordings, comprehensive material, and interview questions, resume assistance, and real-time projects and case studies, and many scenarios and as well as assignments. So every day we will be having some kind of a live session, and after that, if that particular session is eligible for the assignments, I will also provide you the assignments, and I will also talk about case studies and scenarios, and we are also learning about real-time things, real-time projects. Okay, so this is what is a course details, sir. 40 days, daily 1 hour, online live sessions. Okay, opportunities wise, Google Cloud Platform providing you plenty of the opportunities as a data engineer. So this is a very good option. I'm telling you, people are getting like 3 to 4 offers. Okay, one person is getting 3 to 4 offers. I'm telling you, this is I'm honestly telling you guys. I don't want it to, for just like for some amount of money, I don't want it to fake it. Okay, I'm telling you, some people are getting even 3 to 4 offers as well. And the prerequisite for the course is familiarity with the SQL. So if you are familiar with the SQL, that's enough. Target audience, aspiring data engineers. You wanted to become a data engineer, you can go for this course. You are a data analyst or a data scientist, you are a software engineer or a developer, database or ETL developers, business intelligence professionals, those who are planning for the associate cloud engineer or professional data engineer certifications. Okay, those who are planning for the certifications, those who wanted to become a data engineer from any field. You are from an NIT or an IT from testing or data science or testing or software engineer or software developer, whoever you are. If you wanted to become a data engineer, this course is for you. And if you wanted to become or if you wanted to, if you are planning for certifications like associate cloud engineer as well as a professional data engineering certification, this course is for you. Okay, so this is what is the course support, guys. Okay, yeah, any questions? Okay, if you guys have any questions, you can unmute yourself and talk. For the fee structure, you can connect with our team, guys. So for the fee, I'm not talking about the fee. For the fee, actually they mentioned here, you see, 12,000. Okay, Google Cloud fee 12,000, and yeah, morning the sessions are going from the sorry, I did not mention the session timings, right? Did I mention the session timings? Okay, I think, yeah, I'm mentioning it here, guys. The sessions are from Wednesday, this Wednesday, nothing but a 23rd, 7:30 to 8:30. We will be having our 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay, so we have our sessions starting from this 7:30 to 8:30 from this Wednesday. So the fee also mentioned in the here 12,000. Okay, if you want a course content also, the mentioned link is also mentioned in the chart. Okay, yeah. And for those who wanted to attend the demo, you can also mention what are the job opportunities. That's what I have told you. There are plenty of the opportunities out there as a GCP data engineer. And if you wanted to become or you wanted to build your career as a data engineer in the Google Cloud platform, this is going to be the best option for you. I'm telling you. Yeah. There are opportunities out there. I'm telling you, try to prepare your resume as GCP data engineer. I will tell you that I will confidently tell you, and you just prepare your resume and put it today itself. By tomorrow, you will get at least 10 calls. At least 10 calls in one day. Okay, you keep your resume for 1 week, you will get at least 30 calls in an entire week. The calls are very high for the GCP data engineer. Companies are looking for it. Okay. I'm not sorry, guys. I am not I should not share my contact number, or if you wanted to connect with me, you can able to connect with me personally. Yeah, via Durgasoft. If you connect with them, they will connect with me. You can able to talk with me from there. Yeah, but I am not supposed to provide my contact here. Yeah. Any other questions? If you guys have any questions, you can able to unmute yourself and you can talk. And
Well,
the
good evening.
yeah.
Well, good
Sorry.
evening, sir. I am Manish Kumar. I belongs to Bihar, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some query about my career. So, can you, if you permit me, then I will ask, sir.
Yeah, you can ask now. That's not a problem. Yeah.
Sir, actually, I am the my academics is that I am a graduated guy with English, and I have also completed my postgraduate in English,
Okay.
and I want to make my career in IT sector, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
When you
right
have
now,
completed your graduation or post graduation, was it recent?
sir, I have completed a graduation in 2018, sir. 2020, sir.
18, 20.
Yeah, 1820 best, sir.
Okay. Okay. 18, 20.
So I
That
have
means
so
yeah.
my qualification is Master of Arts in English.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you one thing, Manish.
Yeah,
See, you are. It's been like almost close to 3 years that you
yeah,
are being after completion of your post graduation. One
yeah.
thing I can tell you that you have completed post graduation. That's one thing, and the opportunities for the BTech or MTech people is very high. Okay, comparatively, you will be having a less opportunities compared to them. Okay, if a BTech guy or if you go and the opportunity or the preference will be given to the BTech guy. Having said that, there is opportunities for you as well because you are idle for last 2 years. You can actually use that, and if you wanted to, if you have some, you know, what I would say some connections with your family members, or if someone is working in some other companies, if they are helping you, if you have some helping hand, you can actually enter into the IT field with a very good decent package, and this course actually helps you. But having said that, I am not saying that this course 100% gives you the good thing. The course wise, I'm telling you, course wise, opportunities wise, you have. Okay, opportunities the course give you, the knowledge for the course also I'm going to give you. But the thing is that I am not going to give you a false hope that you are up the, I mean, you will be the same as the person who actually done the BTech or MTech. Okay, you will not be like, you will not be getting, for example, if they are getting 10 opportunities, you only get 3 opportunities. Okay, if they
I
are applying
understood,
for
sir.
10 companies, you can. Yeah.
I understood. I understood that, sir. There will be the importance or give the priority for the BTech degree.
Yeah,
But sir, yeah, this is my turning point of my career. So I hope that you will suggest me or you will advise me
of
that
course.
it is beneficially or it is my good decision to be converted in the IT sector
There are
or
plenty of the people. Yes, I have seen there are plenty of the people who have managed and who have managed their 2 to 3 years of experience with some other documents, and they have entered into the market, and they are actually working in big MNC companies and getting a huge packages. There is this trend, of course, there is there, and if you are ready to do that, of course, you have a plenty of opportunities. The only thing is that knowledge wise, opportunities wise, this course gives you, and you have to manage how do you want it to manage the last 2 or 3 years. Okay, if you that manage the properly, and of course there is a opportunity for you. Yes,
yeah,
and
by
it's
means
good. Yes.
yeah. So in during my career, sir, if I'm change my career in IT sector, sir, this is the degree what I have got, sir. Just MA from the English I have completed my academics, sir. MA Master of Arts in English. Is this the right degree for if I'm taking your course, or you will give me the degree of this course, Python, Java, or whatever the language you learned me, you will learn me. Then there will be nothing much more issue for taking this degree along with my Master of Arts. Then
That's not at all a problem. See, you are not going to join as a fresher, first thing I'm telling you. Okay, so you completed your graduation or post graduation like 2020, and you are
Yeah.
not going to joining as a fresher. Then never worry about your whether you done this thing or that thing. Okay, the only thing is that the only matters is that how you are managing the last 3 years. Okay, are you saying that I did not work? That means they consider you that as a fresher and they don't give you the job. Are
No, no.
you
For
managing
the
your
last,
job last 3 years and then
sir,
you can go?
for the last 3 years, I am the marketing sector. In the
Okay.
pharmaceutical sector, I am working right
In
now.
that case, you can able to manage easily. That's not at all a problem. You can put your same documents and you can go. That's not at all a problem. Then you are in a right path
Yeah.
only. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, 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 sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can use same documents and you can learn this course and you can just switch to
It
data
means what?
engineering.
It
Of
means that,
course.
sir, if I will take some language degree regarding their along with their knowledge, sir, then it will be helpful to make my career in IT sector, sir.
Of course.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah.
Then what is the procedure, sir, for that, sir? And which language I will have to take, sir?
I am not that much good at it because giving the guidance related to the data engineering, if you wanted to, I'm here. But there are people who says Java is good. There are people who says Python is good. There are people who says Node.js is a very good market. So I'm not going to tell you because I'm not sure that I'm in a position to give you that guidance because some people say Python is easy, but some people say Node.js has a very good market. Some people say Java is evergreen. So I think I'm not a correct person to give you that. Yeah.
No, no, sir. There is no matter for taking the degree. There is the matter whatever the market requirement. Which degree is the market requirement for
Yeah,
helpful
all
to
those
taking
things
the
are
job?
market. All those things what I have just told is a market trend only. Okay.
Then if I will take the Python language degree from your organization, sir, then
Okay.
after taking the degree of 3 months or 6 months, it will helpful to get me the job in
No,
IT
we are
sector.
not. I am not sure. Like you can connect with DurgaSoft. We are not providing the degrees. Okay. First
Okay,
thing.
okay,
Yeah, we are not providing any degree. We are just providing you the courses, and those
okay,
courses are related to the software. So it's like 2 months or 3 months, hardly. Yeah.
okay, okay, okay,
Yeah.
sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other questions anyone having?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I'm Swapnil
Yes.
from Pune, Maharashtra.
Uh-huh.
First of all, I want to thank you. It was very nice demo session.
Thank you, Swapnil. Yes.
Yeah, and I know means Durgasoft. I visited physically Durgasoft as well in 2017. So
Okay.
that is no doubt. So actually, I have 10 years of experience in software industry.
Okay.
Currently, I am working on CMS Cloud Managed Services.
Mm-hmm.
So now I wanted to boost my career in data engineering plus machine learning things.
Okay.
Could you please suggest me courses according to that way so I can create one path for me to boost my career on
In this
this?
course, I'm going to tell you one thing. In this course, we are not focusing on machine learning. It's more of a data engineering with a Google Cloud platform. But
Okay.
for machine learning, I think in DurgaSoft, we have a machine learning services. Also, someone is teaching. I've seen it. So I think you will also get some alert. Or you can connect with the DurgaSoft directly and when is the next batch and all of those details regarding the machine learning. Okay, if you are looking for specially machine learning, then it's not a good course for you.
Yeah, data plus machine learning. But actually, currently I'm working on cloud managed services deployment automations. So I wanted to explore this thing, data plus analytics in that way.
Data plus analytics is this one. Okay. If you wanted to learn that, this is your course. Data engineering, where morely we are focusing on the data storage and data analysis. Okay. And machine learning is like a different aspect of it. And I mean, in addition to our data engineering, if someone wanted to grow in the next ladder, that is machine learning. Okay. So it's like this. So you take a one step that is data engineering, you take a one more step that is machine learning. Okay.
But DurgaSoft provides data machine learning as well, right?
This course we are not providing, and yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for information.
Yes. Sure. Thank you. And anyone have any other questions, guys?
Sir, my name is Dilip here.
Hi,
So
Dilip. Yeah.
I actually I'm into like I'm working with like Office 365, Azure Active Directory and all.
Mm-hmm.
Also, actually I'm taking Azure plus DevOps with Mr. Maha. I have already joined the course. Actually, my plan is to actually master all three cloud platform, Azure plus
Okay.
AWS and GCP.
Okay.
So that's my plan actually. So that is why I have attended your demo session.
Okay.
If may not this time, next time definitely I'll join this class.
No problem.
And sir, I have a query here. Is are you teaching the Google email configuration for corporates also? Like
No. Also,
it
we
is
are
part of that.
our course is totally on data engineering. Okay.
Okay, data.
So we are going to
But
just
it includes the cloud platform also, right?
that cloud platform is good GCP. Okay. So GCP with data engineering. So data
Okay.
engineering, whatever the tools required in the GCP, we are going to learn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Data engineering is, I think, I was searching Naukri. It has so much demand actually.
Yes. Yes.
It
Yes.
will be added adventure for me.
Of
I
course.
actually I wanted to master all three cloud platform actually. That's I'm into Azure mainly, Azure Active
Okay.
Directory and Office 365. And my next plan is to AWS and cloud platform. Next, maybe next phase. If suit next time it suits my time, then I'll join your class. Thank you
Okay.
so much, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any other questions? Okay, guys. Thank you all. Stay tuned if you guys wanted to join for this the data engineering with the Google Cloud platform, and we are going to share you the demo links as well. And if you wanted to have a course content and so you can connect with DurgaSoft and they will be able to help you on all of these things. Okay, great. Thank you all. Have a great day and have a great future ahead. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
Thank you.